And this beautiful morning finds us in Andhra Pradesh, right along this magnificent National Highway 5, which is a clean, crisp, sharp, smooth, metalled, wonderful road on which we are driving all the way down to Gopalpur by sea.
No, we're actually going by road. That's why we're on the National Highway.
Yes, and we're going to Gopalpur by sea.
No, we're not going by sea. We're going by road. There is no sea. The sea is on the coastline east of us.
A sailor went to
Sea.
sea, to the bottom of the ocean,
Sea.
to see what he could.
Yes.
Gopalpur by? Gotcha.
I see. It's a place. The whole name is Gopalpur by sea.
And we are going there by?
By road.
By road.
National Highway 5.
Why have we stopped here? We stopped here to take a very important thing, which is called a smoking break.
Which is not to say we promote smoking, which is an unhealthy activity, but only on Apollo Highway on my plate do you get information. For example, if you're driving down the road and you see all these leaves hanging upside down, what do you see?
Bugs Bunny's heaven.
What does the word Pogaku say to you?
Chitti. Chitti means plant. Pogaku means
Smoke.
smoke.
Yeah.
We're looking at smoke letters.
Smoke plant.
Chitti.
Pogaku chitti. Pogaku.
And this is how they do it. They'll take the plant, they'll break out the leaves which look like this really big, mighty, strong plant. Then they'll dry it for a while. Then they'll lock it in a room which is airproof and it'll become crisp. And then they'll end up with this, which they will then take and roll up like this and make out of it what we know locally over here as a sutta. And once the sutta is done, what are they going to do with it? They're going to put it in their mouth, they're going to light it up, inhale it, and I have no idea why they're going to do it because I would rather eat plants than smoke them.
And also because once in a while the Indian government does sensible things, so we agree with them. Do not smoke, it's really bad for your health.
This looks like vegetarian heaven to you, doesn't it? You love this place. You stay here, I'm going to go find some food.
After a wonderful drive over beautiful highway NH5 with really nice views, flat views, we've arrived finally at Gopalpur.
By sea.
No, but yeah, Gopalpur by sea. It's called Gopalpur by sea. He's right. And if you want a quiet life, removed from everything except sand and sea, this is a really good place to come to.
Once you come out of Andhra Pradesh and you enter the coastland of Odisha, the food options narrowed down. Of course, if you go a little inward, there's lots of Oriya food in places like Bhubaneswar and a whole bunch of other towns. But along the coast, choices are a few.
Fortunately, it's what we do. Go to anywhere in the world, anywhere in India, and find food.
I stand corrected. Even though I thought there was no food, there obviously is. And we have found the wonderful Mathura cakes. And as you get closer to Bengal, the A's turn into O's. So this is Mathura cake and it is sweet. Made with baking powder, refined flour, and of course, sugar. Please try one, I insist.
How nice is it to be in India where everything's united? World famous in Gopalpur, which is in Odisha, but here it's called the Mathura cake.
But this vegetarian fare is not going to sustain me for long. So why don't we look for a really nice place to eat? How's that?
I can help you with that.
Ready?
Yes. There be food that way.
Yes. A, I can smell it. B, while you're walking up here, I saw it hanging. Come on, I'll show you. It's very nice vegetarian food. It's very good. Come.
This is where you got me to.
Yes.
You distinctly said vegetarian. All the 700 million people that are watching this show, they saw you say you're going to bring me somewhere vegetarian. I demand vegetarian.
Okay. A, there are only 18 people watching the show, not 700 million. B, how good is this man with his fish? Let me show you. What is this?
Surmai.
What is this?
King crab.
What is this?
That looks like a very large tuna fish.
He knows exactly what's going on. आपका नाम क्या है? Sheikh Aleem भाई. एक crab, एक mackerel, एक सुरमई, kingfish. And my friend is going to have एक चाउमीन. थोड़ा फ्राई करके थोड़ा ऑयल डाल देना उसके अंदर. हाँ, thank you. Should we sit down?
Promise?
Yes. See?
He kept his promise. He's going to make me.
Come.
I will find my own food. Never you fear. We will have a chat over chart.
Really?
Yes.
Chart also?
Yes.
Lovely. ये वाला crab, ये वाला, हाँ? Yeah. Thank you. अभी बैठे हैं इधर? Okay. You may or may not find good food everywhere in Odisha, but along the coast, the one thing that you will find is fresh fish. And that's what we've got over here. In fact, we are loving our fresh fish. What do you say?
It's fantastic.
Thank you.
And no, I'm not talking about the fresh fish. I'm talking about the chaat I got. There are some snacky kind of options for vegetarians also. So I'm enjoying this fresh aloo chaat, while Rocky has food that all looks the same color and has spikes on it.
What you'll also get are these skewers for 10 rupees each, believe it or not. 6 pieces of chicken, albeit small ones, hugely spiced. Killing my throat. How's your chaat, by the way? It looks very exciting, I have to say. So the most exciting thing on the table is Mayur's chaat and his face while he's eating it.
Whatever God gives you, enjoy it. If it's a chaat, enjoy the fact that even though it's not a very good chaat, you're eating it in fabulous surroundings. There's a nice cool sea breeze blowing. We have lots of friends who are watching. I'm not going to share my food with them. And overall, it's a great thing to come and do if you live by the coast.
The first thing I'm tucking into over here is the crab. And it is extremely fresh, extremely juicy, believe it or not. Even though it's been doused liberally in a huge bunch of red chilies and a few other obscure masalas and deep fried, which is why it's so tasty. And it is.
This veg chow mein takes me back to the good old days in China, where I lived for 1 year. Really. And I never ate food like this. This doesn't even taste like the chow mein, the Indian chow mein, which is supposed to be one of the national dishes of India now. This basically tastes of soggy noodles with some oil and vinegar in it. So if you come here and you are vegetarian, go with the chaat option.
As far as my food goes, it's hot, it's fresh, it's spicy, it's pungent, which means it's automatically tasty. And I'm not worried about what things are like. The mackerel, nice. The crabs, very good. But the kingfish, this is the one that takes the cake. Plenty of meat on the kingfish. Very characteristically unfishy when you're eating it. So if you have a kingfish steak, it's going to taste really good. And I think that's why this is one of the easiest fish to eat.